welcome to another video, guys. What I've got for you today is known as, quite frankly, in the car world as Godzilla. It's had a stage 5 tuning package fitted by a reputable GTR specialist. So as you can imagine, it goes quite well. I mean, standard power on this is 525, and with all the upgrades, it's running just shy of 800 horsepower, 799. We'll go for a little walk around the car, and then we'll go for a little drive. We'll go through a few of the bits that are on the car, and yeah, and on the drive we'll just show you guys, you know, what it feels like to drive and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. So here it is, the Nissan GTR R35, and I must admit it's a monstrous car. To be fair, it's with the power it's running as well. It's obviously a massive improvement over standard sort of power. I mean, in standard form, they're a beast of a car. Honestly, they're a monster. But when they've had a few little bits done to them, it completely transforms them. So yeah, I mean, it's fitted on the exterior. It's got some aesthetic mods on it. It's got a carbon fiber vented bonnet. I believe it's like a Revo style carbon fiber bonnet. Forged Vossen 20-inch alloy wheels. Yeah, and I mean, the paintwork, Daytona blue pearl. What a stunning colour. I've not been a big fan of blue cars overall, but the GTR, the DBA model of the GTR, blue was one of the higher. It was up at the top of the list for me. It had to be a blue one. There's too many white ones floating around, and it just had to be something a little bit different. So apart from the carbon fibre bonnet, it's also fitted with a carbon fibre rear spoiler. It's a little bit more raised than a standard spoiler, and again, it actually suits the car quite well. And it's also got carbon fibre side skirts. It's nice and bright today, so it's very difficult to catch everything. But yeah, it's fitted with the carbon fibre side skirts, and they do look great. They do actually, you know, when you actually notice them, they look quite smart. Funky GTR handles. Right, the interior, it's got a Minds tuning steering wheel, carbon fibre flappy paddles, and other than that, it's standard. So it's got the Recaro heated and electric, black and red leather seats. They're heated and electric, I suppose. Right, so here we are, folks. As a daily sort of car, it drives it drives very, very nice, very good. They're quite refined considering the nature of the car, and with the exhaust and loud exhaust and all the rest of it on there. But yeah, it still drives quite nice, to be fair. And the only thing you realise when you're driving this is the sheer size of it. It is a very big car. I mean, I've compared it to driven like, you know, an S-Class Merc, and I won't say it's too far off the size of an S-Class Merc to drive. In the cockpit is absolutely perfect. Everything you need is right there in front of you. The driving position is right. I mean, this has got a carbon fibre bonnet with the vents on it, and the vents do stick out, protrude above the actual bonnet. So sometimes you have to just sort of like pop your head over the top just to see over the actual vents. But it's perfect. I mean, everything is absolutely spot on. Nissan have got this car to a T. I know a lot of people have actually said about these cars is that Nissan designed the outside and all the performance side of things. Oh, nearly killed a squirrel. But they forgot to spend some money on the interior. Now, I don't know, I don't really agree with that. I mean, the interior is very nice. It's got leather on the dashboard, leather all around here, carbon fibre effect center console thing, and the only thing I would say is with these cars is the paint on the actual around the gear stick and the push button start is very thin, so you do get a few chips, but there's a lot of covers out there that you can buy. Now, to actually drive mechanically, the mechanical feel, it feels very mechanical in a sense. It's not as refined, and the gear changes at low sort of casual driving aren't as smooth, shall we say, as my previous. I had an RS3 and the 8V, and that car you could quite literally just jump into drive and it was very smooth. These, you can feel, they're a bit more clunky, a bit jerky, ever so slightly, than the RS3. But that doesn't detract from the overall feel of this car. The gear change is fantastic on this, especially when you drive it in manual mode. In auto mode, yeah, they're a bit sluggish and stuff. But yeah, I mean, second gear now will. Oh, we even got the traction light blinking there. I mean, like I said previously, it pulls like a train. Honestly, it is. This thing puts a smile on your face every time you drive it. That's guaranteed. A standard GTR, amazing cars, but this thing is one notch above that, and it just feels absolutely awesome to drive. If you've actually considered buying an R35 GTR, I highly recommend. Don't pull yourself back. They're an experience. It's got the power. It's got the bite, should we say, to back up its bark, and they've got a presence on the road. You can see a GTR coming from a mile off. Here as we go. What a machine. Once you've digested the power, it automatically just brings that grin on your face. Seriously, this thing is an absolute monster. If you're ever in a position to buy one and you're looking to buy one, do not be put off by the horror stories and all the rest of it. This car's even got like pops and bangs mapped onto the ECU. I mean, it's running an ECU tech map, and to get the pops and bangs activated, you have to actually put it into the lowest map, and the suspension setting needs to be put to the R mode, and then automatically it engages pops and bangs, and apparently it spits flames. I've never myself had it spitting flames, but not that I can tell from sitting inside the car. But normally they light up the back end, especially in the dark, and you can see it, but like I said, I've never experienced anything like that before. So I'll put a clip on there that I recorded a few days back, and you can hear the pops and bangs. I mean, on the actual clip it sounds a bit tinny, but it doesn't. In real life, in the flesh, it bangs. So yeah, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, help us grow. Like the video, share the video, and yeah, thank you very much for watching.